Thank God for Ricky Gervais.
The first time I ever met you was at the Golden Globes.
Yeah, you came over to...
I did. You do not remember that. There's no way you're...
In my defence, I was loads of people coming over, and it was crazy. I didn't think we were going to...
You were standing by yourself when I came over.
Oh, wait. People say, is there anything you shouldn't joke about? And I don't think there is. I just think it depends what the joke is. I think comedy comes from a good or a bad place. And I was just teasing them, you know.
Right.
And it wasn't a room full of wounded soldiers. These are the richest, most privileged people in the world,
right.
You know?
Yeah.
Talking of all you perverts, it was a big year. It was a big year for paedophile movies. Surviving R. Kelly, Leaving Neverland, Two Popes. Shut up. Shut up. I don't care. I don't care.
First joke I thought of when I said yes to host the Golden Globes, I wanted to come out and say, welcome to the Golden Globes. Why is this show like a female elephant? It too has a massive In fact, the first time I did it, people were like, why is he being nasty to all these lovely, important people? And by the fifth time, I was going, yeah, go on, give it to them.
Oh, yeah.
These people are sick of, like, celebrities sort of virtue signaling and then telling them what to do. And, you know, it's so funny, the last few years, I've seen it. I've seen the change where, you know, ordinary people were getting sick of multi-millionaires telling them to recycle when everyone knew they were flying around in private jets and limos. And I think that was the peak of it, you know, with the last Golden Globes I did, where people just got sick. Why they going? Why are we listening to this? Watching people with everything, you know, it's nonsense.
If you do win an award tonight, don't use it as a platform to make a political speech, right? You're in no position to lecture the public about anything. You know nothing about the real world. Most of you spent less time in school than Greta Thunberg. So, if you win, right, come up, accept your little award, thank your agent and your God, and...
But someone must read the script before you go on.
I do it. I say I'm going to say what I want. I don't have to rehearse, and they say that's fine. But I do have to tell a lawyer it just before I go on.
Yeah.
Okay. And does the lawyer make you change anything, or
no? Because I know the law.
Who's harder to manage, a group of dogs in the park, a group of children on your show, or perhaps a bunch of celebrities at the Golden Globes?
You've got to get their attention at the Golden Globes. Because you know, I have to go out and say, shut up, listen. And as long as there's the threat that I could pick on one of them, then they listen. They're great, yeah. Oh, the Golden Globes, there you go. Oh, who cares? Look at them all. Look at them all. They were asking for it with their good skin and hair. On a serious note, just looking at all the faces here reminds me of some of the great work that's been done this year by cosmetic surgeons.
You know, we haven't seen you really around since the Golden Globes, where
you were low profile.
Yeah, well, they attacked you, but they said that you were mean and rude, and you were surprised at that. You were surprised. Let me just read one of the things they thought was...
I am mean and rude. I'm surprised they attacked me for it, though.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Let me read one thing they thought was mean, and we'll decide whether it was mean or not, okay? Referring to Sex and the City 2, you said, I was sure the Golden Globe would go to the team that airbrushed that poster.
There were a lot of big films that didn't get nominated this year. Nothing for Sex and the City 2. No, I was sure the Golden Globe for special effects would go to the team that airbrushed that poster. Well,
a little sexist.
No, it's not. Why is it sexist?
Well, because you're saying that the girls are older and they need to be airbrushed.
No, I think they look great at their age.
Oh.
Why hide it?
Oh.
I don't think that you lose your sensuality or your beauty because you hit 53. I'm saying, why are they hiding it?
Oh, I see.
Okay, were you in the audience for any of Ricky's Golden Globes?
Several times. It was a little bit...
I think it cuts to you in one of them.
I think when you talk about Jeffrey Epstein, I don't know why he had to me. Yeah. Woo!
You could binge watch the entire first season of Afterlife instead of watching this show. That's a show about a man who wants to kill himself because his wife dies of cancer, and it's still more fun than this, okay? Spoiler alert, season 2 is on the way, so in the end, he obviously didn't kill himself. Just like Jeffrey Epstein. Shut up! I know he's your friend, but I don't care.
It's always lovely to get nominated and awarded, but if you take it too seriously, you're on a slippery slope. If you really think that you're anything special when you win an award, you just won an award. That's all. It was out of a few people, and you won the award. So what?
Yeah.
It's same as these honours lists. When I see actors and people getting MBEs and OBEs and for doing something they loved, that should go to nurses and soldiers and people who have really sacrificed all their life. Don't get me started. Don't get me started on celebrities.
It is an honour to be here in a room full of what I consider to be the most important people on the planet. Actors. They're just better than ordinary people, aren't they? We all know that. Imagine a world without actors. Oh, God, it doesn't bear thinking about it. Imagine if they ever went on strike. Oh, what would we do? You couldn't replace them. You couldn't replace them with any other profession, lawyers or doctors. Can you imagine a real surgeon doing what Hugh Laurie does in-house? It would be pathetic. He'd be all over the place. We're going, oh, where do I stand? How's my American accent? What's my lines? Hugh, with the aid of coaches and stuff, can eventually learn his lines while saving lives. He's a genius. But actors aren't just loved here in Hollywood. They are loved the world over because they're recognisable. You can be anywhere. You could be in the third world, okay, and you get a glimpse of a Hollywood star, and it makes you feel better, okay? You could be a little child, a little Asian child, with no possessions and no money, but you see a picture of Angelina Jolie, and you think, oh, Mummy.
This one I didn't do. Again, you'll see why I didn't do it. I was going to come up and say, this year, the awards are all about diversity. Our presenters represent all races, religions, and sexualities. Tonight, we've got Bill Cosby, Harvey Weinstein, and Kevin Spacey. And to be ultra-inclusive this year, I've asked all the presenters what their preferred pronouns are. So please welcome Hair Mel Gibson. Here's all the jokes I wrote for the Golden Globes. Some I didn't use. That one I didn't use because no, it's not. Here's one. Some of I didn't use because I got a couple of jokes for saying, so I only used one. It was a joke about The Irishman. The main cast are all in their 70s. Al Pacino being the father figure at 79. Apparently he spent the entire shoot telling Joe Pesci to get his hair cut and turn his music down. Sweet. Bit lame. Not punchy enough. What else? Right, here's one that I thought wasn't quite right because he was being honoured. I sort of like Tom Hanks being awarded the Cecil B. DeMille Award for basically being the nicest man in Hollywood. No one has a bad word to say about him, and I can see why. He's such a considerate bloke. He even folds his own sheet after clan meetings, even when he's off his head on cocaine and meth. Here's another one I thought I shouldn't do because she was being honoured. Ellen getting the award. Even though she's the nicest woman in America, she even felt the wrath of the social justice warriors when she was spotting cozying up to George W. One headline said, "Ellen loves Bush." We know. Well, you can see why I didn't do those jokes. Well, I'd have done them better than that. I'd have worked on them, but you know.